Hi, my name is Jason. I work with Candlelighters, and I'm joined here by Angelina and her mom, Lina.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, thanks for joining me. I have the distinct pleasure of working with Candlelighters and helping families faced with childhood cancer. We have recently had a partnership with Algonquin College, which will be doing some virtual fundraisers to support Candlelighters. Lina, no parent wants to hear the words "your child has cancer." Can you tell us a little bit of the memories that you have of this moment?
Well, that's a very true statement. So Angelina was 10 days old when we heard those words. And as a newborn, you never think that you would hear the word cancer. Um, it was quite a shock, to say the least, devastating to my husband and I. Angelina's our firstborn, so we envisioned obviously a different start to her life. Um, but we were fortunate that we had CHIO and we had uh, support programs like those that Candlelighters had to offer us.
I'm sorry to bring back the bad memories, but thank you
Mm.
for sharing those moments. You know, no parent wants to ever hear those, and unfortunately, in our area, 65 to 70 families will hear those words every year. Do you remember when you were first introduced to Candlelighters and some of the programs that you were provided when you were going through your childhood cancer journey?
I do remember. So I remember when Angelina was in the hospital, and one of the first memories that I have of Candlelighters is someone giving us resources. So it was a binder, and it was a couple of books, and it talked about diagnosis and about treatment. Um, I ended up going to a parent group and meeting other parents, and that was another time that I was introduced to a support program. So that was wonderful. It actually got me out of the room because I had spent so much time with her, and it allowed me to connect with other families and hear other stories, and some of the resources uh, that they've used, and some of them had been Candlelighter families for a long time. So I learned a little bit more about your service through them.
It leads me to my next question was just about COVID has really limited our in-person support groups.
Mm.
That was a big part of Canada's supports. And so we're trying to mimic those in a virtual way. But can you tell us a little bit about memories that you have of a support group or an event that you attended, a Candlelighter sweet seats, or even a Christmas party?
Oh, there's actually quite a few. So apart from, I mean, there was a lot of social events, the Christmas parties, the Sen Suites,
Yeah,
the hockey
we went to go
games.
see the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, the Harlem
Yeah.
Globetrotter. There was also the sibling program, which
Yeah.
which was wonderful. That's the great thing about Candlelighters is that it's for the whole family. So it was great that my other daughter had the opportunity to feel like she was part of things. She's recognized every year on Siblings Day, so that's really special to her and to us. So.
That's great to hear that you've been supported with so many different of our programs.
Mhm.
Do you have a specific program that was the most impactful for you and your family?
I think different programs were important along the way, but at the beginning, it was the parking program was really important because parking in general at any hospital is really expensive, and when you're there every day, and even afterwards, you're at CHIO virtually every week. And being on mat leave, it was really helpful to have that support, having the parking program. The resources were also really important. And the I know I was supposed to just answer one, but I have to say that the family group too, and Wednesday mornings was also really, for me, it really impacted me. For you, it was something.
For me, it would be YSI because that's one of the most recent programs that I've been in, and it's one of the ones that I will remember the most since I didn't remember, like, I don't remember any of my treatment or having cancer at all. But I do remember the programs that I've been in off treatment, and like post treatment, I guess. But yeah, YSA was a huge thing for me because it was a great way that I could connect with other people who were like me, in a casual way. There was no like overbearing, no pressure to do anything or be anyone. You could just kind of hang out with a bunch of other kids your age who had been through similar experiences. So, and do fun things as well. We would see movies or go to escape rooms and then go and have a meal together. Like it was an amazing opportunity.
Well, thanks for sharing the most impactful programs to your family. I know the parking program is always highly ranked, but when our membership surveyed, because it is something that people don't think about, that $15 a day, patients can be in for days, months, or weeks or months, and it can be really add up. So Candlelighters does cover 100% of those out-of-pocket costs for accessing care. And thanks for sharing about YSI. YSI was something that was brought together because of the demand of our members wanting to support one another in a casual way. As I said earlier, we have this great partnership with Algonquin College, and we're having these virtual events. What would you say to someone who is considering making a donation to Candlelighters and supporting families like yours who are dealing with childhood cancer?
Well, we would say that, I mean, your money stays local. I mean, it reaches families that are in the Ottawa area, and it immediately goes into action, you know, for things that that are needed, you know, the parking program, the other programs that allow a young adult or a child that's going through cancer stay connected with their friends. So your money stays in Ottawa, you know, it really impacts, and it impacts the whole family too. So any donation is obviously appreciated.
I would also say that it makes a significant difference too. Like donating to a foundation like this, you're thinking like, oh, it's gonna make a difference in someone's life. Yeah, okay, I'm doing good. But it really does make a big difference in someone's life, like having these little things that are being taken care of for you, having resources during a time when you may not know exactly what's happening, and following up even after. So like post cancer stuff, like me, it makes a difference in my life. It makes a difference in the life of my family, and we're grateful to have these resources.
When things happen like this, you're so worried about the health of your child and making sure that they get the best care that they need. But there's also the financial aspect of things that's one area that we know that Candlelighters can help with, and that's appreciated.
Well, thank you very much, Angelina and Lina, for telling your story and showcasing the areas that Candlelighters is there to support you and your family. You're one of many families, over 300 families that Candlelighters supports every year. And so thank you again for sharing your story with us.
Thank you. And we wish all the Algonquin College students best of luck with their programs.